All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our very first. Oh my gosh, Dom's got the fireworks in the back
Dude,
again. He's
I guess the thumbs
facing
up
thumbs
just,
up, I
yeah, the
guess.
thumbs up just starts everything at this point. I don't know.
Well,
We're just gonna roll with it
it's
though.
all right. That's all right. Well, our very first 2024 Dom God Sports Talk pregame show for our first upcoming matchup, which is tonight at 7 p.m. Our first preseason game between the Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Not too much going on here. Starting players wise, I'm pretty sure both teams are going to use majority of the backups. But nonetheless, we are really excited to be back doing these. It's been too long. It's been a long time. Last time we did one was January. It was the post game wrap up for the AFC Championship. So now we're back and rolling for this upcoming season, starting today, and I'm so excited. Dom, how you doing today? You ready? You ready to start doing pregame and postgame?
Yes, it's been a long time coming. We haven't done one since January, so I think it is finally time to get us rolling. Very rainy here in Baltimore. Weather has not been great. Tropical Storm Debbie has not been kind to us, but hopefully she cooperates just a little bit for us to get a little bit of Ravens football action tonight.
Yeah, right. This is going to be a nasty day. I don't anticipate much scoring at all tonight, especially with the backups playing. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go. Let's jump right into it. I'm Gonz. That's Dom. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. So let's get right down to it. First instant thoughts. I said it a little bit earlier. Josh Johnson. That's who's going to be starting for the Ravens. Josh Johnson and the other quarterback, I can't remember his name. The rookie guy, right? 7th-round pick.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
his name, I don't know if his name is Leary. I think that's his last name.
Something. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys. That's pretty bad. We should have known that. But yeah, Josh Johnson's going to get the start. I don't anticipate much scoring, like I said earlier, not just because of the rain, but something else I've been noticing, and this might just be a personal opinion or a hot take by me, but it seems like Josh Johnson might be struggling a little bit in practice. That now, again, this is my opinion, not confirmed. Every time I'm reading like the defense getting an interception, it's off of him. So it's like, how many picks is this guy throwing? And he's a very seasoned vet. He's been in the league for a long ass time. I can't
That
even
definitely
remember.
over a decade,
Right,
yeah.
definitely over a decade. I think he came in around what 2010 or 9 maybe, and he's
I
just
think
been
so.
bouncing around as a journeyman quarterback all around his career. Even got some time in the 49ers playoff game against the Eagles a couple of years ago when Purdy got hit
Oh
and
yeah, I remember
knocked
that.
out from his elbow injury. So he definitely has been bouncing around, and I guess that's why the Ravens felt like he was comfortable being QB2 because of his experience jump on so many different levels and teams. That's not to say that he has played for us too. I mean, he was back. We have brought him in at least 3 different times. So this is like his 3rd stint with us. I remember he got some action when Tyler Huntley got knocked out from COVID back in 2021 against the Cincinnati Bengals in the infamous trash talk game by Jamar Chase and that Bengals offense for scoring however much they scored, 50, and thinking that they were amazing. Well, how's it panned out since? Um, yeah, no. But anyway, yeah, I don't. I expect some turnovers tonight. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be a turnover-filled game, most likely, and a lot of handoffs. Nothing crazy. I know they're not going to showcase much because it's week 1 of the preseason. Um, so yeah, that's my instant take about how the offense is going to go. And that's fine with me. Keep all your plays reserved. You don't need to show any crazy trick plays. Wait till week 1. Wait 1 more month, and then you'll be cool. What do you think about Josh Johnson and this offense?
I kind of agree with your sentiment here. I think this is going to be the point early before the regular season starts to really ask, man, should we have given Tyler Huntley some money? Because I think like you put it before with Josh Johnson, I mean, in practice, he's had his struggles. I mean, when we had him out there, he hasn't really been like you don't put him out there and really expect a win, in my opinion.
Wow.
As we know, last season, and I know it sucks. It sucks to say that, but I mean, you have to be real. Like when we had Huntley out there, I mean, I felt like he was very, very very in tune with the offense, and he could run it, you know, very, very well. So at this point, we look at Huntley, who is now on the Browns, and we're like, maybe we should have gave him I don't know if he got like paid like what, $2 million, to be QB2. But I'm hoping that, Josh Johnson can prove me wrong. I don't mind being wrong in this instance. I will be perfectly happy being wrong. I'm also just hoping to see that we can get a little more of the quarterback that we just recently drafted. Again, it sucks that we don't know his name. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can, get a little, see what
He
he's
came
got. You know what I
from
mean?
Kentucky, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to say his name is like Devin, but I could be wrong.
Devin
again.
O'Leary?
Devin Leary. I think
Leary.
that's his name.
That's it,
I think
yeah.
that is it. Yeah. So I think I hope we get like a mix of both of them. You know what I mean? Like if we want to like interchange them, like Josh Johnson plays the first half, Leary can play the second half. We're not going to see Lamar. We're not going to see Derrick Henry. We're not going to see our main guys. But I'm hoping we get a little bit of Vontaze Walker. I'm hoping we get to see what he can do out there on the field. I saw him a little bit at training camp. I think he was really doing well in training camp, but I'm hoping to see that we can see real game speed. What is he going to be, this over-the-top receiver that we kind of been hearing about before, like once he got drafted? Can he be that wide receiver 3 or 4 that we can use in our lineup? So I'm really looking forward to seeing him. And, just to see, like we talked about in our training camp episode, like this offensive line, who is going to earn that top offensive line spot? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to see Rosengarten in action? That would be fun to see. Voorhees, the young guy we drafted last year, who we did not get to see because, the injury during the combine. But I know that reports were saying if he did not get injured, he probably would have went way higher than the 7th round. So I'm interested to see what these young guys are going to be able to do. I'm really excited to see this offense. What I know we're not going to see, like you said, the main plays because it's only preseason week 1. We're saving that for the Chiefs. But I'm really excited to see what these young guys can do on this offense. I'm excited.
Yeah, I really am too. And that's to say, score-wise for this game, I may be wrong. I mean, Josh, I could have given 2 arguments for the Josh Johnson scenario. I mean, as a seasoned vet, he could absolutely dominate because he knows what he's doing, and the Eagles don't because they're playing a bunch of practice squatters or backups. So I don't know, but I don't really care as much about what the game is going on or score-wise or what's happening. As long as everybody stays healthy is what counts. Especially, I don't even feel like I need to talk about defense that much because it's like, whatever, just stay healthy. Let's showcase some of those young guys. And that's what I really want to talk about when it comes to pre-games for pre-game lives for these preseason matchups. What are we looking for? Who are we looking for? What players do you think are going to highlight this evening? Who or should we be looking out for tonight, Dom?
Okay, I think again,
we
like
can start
mentioned earlier, Walker.
Yeah.
So
I think you started previewing it already with Devontaze Walker. That's good.
I think like I said, I want to see Walker out there. Rosengarten. I know Voorhees is not a rookie, but I will technically count him as a rookie because this will be his first year actually playing. So Voorhees, I'm looking forward to seeing. The young running back, Rasheen Ali, I believe is his name that we drafted. Again, with Keaton Mitchell being out, I don't know if we're going to see we're probably going to see some Justice Hill out there. He'll probably get some minutes, but I'm really excited to see what this young rookie can do. With Keaton Mitchell not being there, I know he'll probably be that running back 3. You know how we love to rotate the running backs for certain scenarios. So I'm hoping that he can really be a good piece for us while Keaton is still recovering because he's not going to be able to play for at least the beginning of the year. I don't know when they're expecting him back, but I'm really looking forward to see what Ali can do. But I think on offense, I think those are my main guys I'm looking for. So I'd say Devontaze Walker, Roger Rosengarten, Andrew Voorhees, and Rasheen Ali. Those are the guys I'm really looking forward to seeing out there and seeing what impact they can make.
And that's pretty cool. Yeah, you took all the major ones and all the well-known ones, but I'm actually going to have a look at 2 guys that might be going under the radar that you may or may not know unless you are a big-time Ravens fan, and that is the guard Salah Almave Alulu.
Ah, yes.
See how he does. And see how I don't know if they're going to slip Ben Cleveland in for a couple snaps. They might.
I think
because
they are.
This is an important offseason, and we've said this for the past 3 episodes, for the offensive line. So I think that these guards and these tackles are going to get some time tonight, rotating in, taking turns, especially Salah and Ben Cleveland. So
Don't
this
be.
was
I
where
also.
this is
I
what?
also would
Go ahead.
say don't be surprised if Ben Cleveland slides in some snaps at center.
Yeah, they might practice that too, since again these games don't matter. So that's what I'm looking for, the guard rotation. And the other guy, another running back that you may or may not know, Owen Wright from last year's
Mm.
preseason. Somebody else that has been on a low key, like down under the radar type of guy, but still there and expected to probably get a lot of time tonight. I would say, aside from Ali, who's a rookie, they'll give him time, but someone who played a ton of preseason snaps last year was Owen Wright, and I expect him to see a lot of time. Hopefully, he might get some good carries, good touches, showcase himself, maybe find a job somewhere on one of these teams. I believe he was on. Was he on our squad last year, practice squad?
I
I
think he
can't
was on the
remember.
practice squad last year.
I
Yes.
can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's definitely on the roster right now because obviously we haven't trimmed it down to 53-man roster yet, so we've
Right.
got a big roster. So yeah, I expect him and the guards to probably get some touches tonight and see and be on your lookout radar when you're watching. So those are my two.
Nice. I think those are great choices. I think
Yeah.
those are great choices
So
to look at.
we've got we wanted to make sure we showcase people that are well known and some people that you might not be thinking of every once in a while. Now defensively, who are we looking out for tonight?
Whew, that's a good one. Obviously Beaks is probably won't be playing.
No.
Michael Pierce probably won't be playing, so we won't see most of those guys on here. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see some Travis out there. You know what I mean? Like if we see what impact he can have. Like you said, he's been having a crazy camp this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him out there trying to dominate because I think he's trying to, these rotational pieces that we can have on that defensive line. The more people we can get in there to cause havoc, the better. So I would love to see him out there. I don't know. I saw a report that TJ Tampa is still hurt. I don't know if he will be playing tonight. But I was really looking forward to seeing him. I don't think he'll be playing, though. I have to check the injury report. I could be wrong. The young linebacker we drafted, Adisa Isaac, I'm really excited to see because he just got cleared to come back to practice, I think, either 2 days ago or yesterday. So I'm hoping we can see him because we really need to levy this pass rush. We don't know what it's going to look like now without Clowney, who gave us that 9.5 sacks last year. So now this is the time to look at who's going to step up and give us that production on the defensive line, on the edge, because we're going to need it. And my question is, will we see Ojabo out there? And I say that because, he hasn't had any game reps in months. I know he's been in training camp and he's been doing decent in training camp, but in my opinion, I don't know. Do you put him out there for a quarter? Do you see what he can do? Because I just think that you should get him with some game speed. I don't know. I know you disagree, but in my opinion, I think you should get him out there at least for a quarter, not the whole game, but just get him used to getting those game reps again. Because again, he's been in and out of the lineup so much that he's been missing a lot of game time action. But that's just me.
Again, it's not the time. He doesn't need to go out there in a rainy slop fest game. He can just. Again, you can throw him in for a quarter at the end, preseason week 3. Or if you want to do 2 quarters, one in preseason week 2 or 1 in 3, that's fine too. But you don't need to put him out there more than a game because I know he has been injured, but he's played in a few games. He has NFL experience. It's not like it was like that Brashad Perriman deal where he had no NFL game experience until his sophomore season. So it's like he's played in 3 games, 4 games. Yeah, he 4 games because he played in that playoff game, when we played the Bengals back-to-back. Then he played the Texans game and then the Bengals yet again. So 4 total, I would say. So he should be I'm not that worried. I'm more worried about him just staying healthy. And the development will come, I believe. And the practice reps will be just as valuable as game time. One more person on offense we should discuss, or just not even discuss, just be on the lookout for is Kadir Ismail, the son of Quadri Ishmael, who was a Super Bowl champion Ravens wide receiver back in 2000. That's his son, I believe. Is he a tight end or a wide receiver?
He is a tight end, yes.
Tight end. I believe they moved him to tight. I thought he was at wideout at one point. but whatever. He's tight end right now. So see if he can make some plays. I know the Ravens just always have a knack for finding tight ends, and I know the roster is most likely set for tight end, but, a practice squad spot might be open because we've got Mark and we've got Isaiah Likely and Charlie Kolar, and then Patrick Ricard could probably be slid into that fourth/fullback role. So I don't think they'll need any additional tight ends, but just might be fun to see how he progresses. And I know I've heard a couple things about him over the summer. So we'll see if he could show out tonight and make a couple catches and snags from whoever's playing quarterback, whether it's Leary or Josh Johnson. Okay, cool. That's enough offense. Just wanted to make that known. Defense. Are we going to see a little bit of Trenton Simpson? Possibly. Now, I know what I said about Ojabo and all that. I actually, honestly, would rather see a little bit more of Trenton Simpson tonight because this is our guy. I mean, this is supposed to be our MLB number 2, our Mike linebacker, or whatever, Sam. I don't know the terminology. Other linebacker next to Roquan. Okay? This is like a big role to fill. And I think he just needs a little bit. And I know he played a really good game against Pittsburgh, and he's had some nice moments when he's got some time, but just a little bit of extra snaps. And it doesn't even have to be a quarter. It could be like 3 plays, 4 plays. And if he makes a crazy play or blows a run up in the backfield, and he's done. I just think more of an excitement standpoint for us fans, just to be a little bit comfortable about him filling in, and for himself just to give a little tiny bit of a taste of being that second middle linebacker, second like co-captain of the field. I think it would be cool just to see him out there a little bit, even if it's just a play or two. You know what I mean? But definitely he'll play in the week 3 finale when the rest of the starters play. So, I would love to see a little bit of him for sure. Secondary-wise, we'll probably see a little bit of our Darius Washington. Again, because we're asking him to fill a bunch of roles. He can play, like we were talking about, he can play safety, he can play slot. I imagine he played some last year too. I remember in the preseason. So I expect him to be out there as well. So that's 2. Pass rushers, Tavius Robinson. I want to see more of him. I haven't seen him that often. Now, he did get a nice sack on Joe Burrow last year on Thursday Night Football in Baltimore, but I haven't really seen him too much. So I think he could play a hefty, substantial part of the game tonight, maybe like a couple quarters, even a half, because, he was our 3rd-round pick last year. So I'd like to see what we really got with him. I don't feel like I know exactly what we have in him yet, because we haven't seen him. And I don't know, last year we had Clowney and we had Van Noy who were going crazy, and Oweh was coming back from injury doing good. And Ojabo was all the hype before he got hurt, but I never really saw him slide in that much into the rotation. I don't know, maybe that's just me not paying attention, but I'd like to see a lot more of him and see what he's all about. So there you got my 3 for tonight. But yeah, that's not much happening. I just want this again. We don't really care about the score. That's why we're not going too hefty into it. We just want to see what we got here, in the bag. We got a big bag full of talent here in Baltimore, trying to pick out the diamonds in the rough and see what we can do. Who's going to be the undrafted rookie of the year who makes the team? Because, Ravens always got that one that make the roster by the end of preseason. So that journey starts tonight, and we'll be one step closer to knowing who that is. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add to that?
No.
Why not? You can add your score. Why not? We'll predict the score. Why not?
Yeah, I don't really think this is going to be. Obviously, this won't be high scoring. Like we said, the weather here in Baltimore is definitely icky, to say the least. I wouldn't be surprised if it just comes down to like maybe a 3-point game, maybe a 1-point game. I know the last time we played the Eagles last year in preseason, it was like 20-19, I think. We eked out a win. I probably wouldn't be surprised if it's like 17-14, something like that. Nothing really too crazy. A lot of handoffs, like you said. This might just be a defensive game on both fronts. So I'm going to go probably 17-14 in this one.
Yeah, I don't even think that much. It might be something disgusting like 13-10 or 12-6 or something gross. Yeah, and again, I'm going to just go with 13-10. I'll say Ravens because they know how to win in the preseason. I wish they were that consistent in the end, but it's okay. And maybe it won't matter that much because, they broke that little streak they had last year with that Commanders loss.
That was the Commanders, the Super
It's
Bowl last
probably
year.
the most
Yeah.
high-drama preseason game the world has ever seen. I mean, it was nationally broadcasted on ESPN.
It's kind of hilarious how even the preseason games we have to sweat, right?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, yeah, 13-10 Ravens. But like I said, I'm not looking for the score. I'm hoping to see some good play from our young guys. And it's just fun to watch a game. Like it's finally time to watch our team again after like 6 long months. Well, I don't know exactly how long, but it's just good to watch football again. I know they had some preseason games kick off last night too. Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers and the Giants taking on the Lions. I know the Giants and Patriots both came away with victories. Joe Milton played a lot for the Patriots in that fourth quarter.
Relatively well too.
Running all around that defense. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, and we did see a little bit of Drake May too. I think he played about
he played 3 game minutes.
3 game minutes, so probably a drive.
3 game minutes. Yeah, so I think he was 2-3 for like 19 yards.
Yeah.
Before they took him out.
So they got a bunch of quarterbacks over there. They got him. They got what's his name?
They got May. They got Zappy, and they got Milton, and they got Brissett.
They have Brissett again. Oh my gosh.
He's probably going to be their starter.
Jacoby Brissett, not Drake.
He's probably going to be the starter. Yeah.
And
I mean, that's what Mayo was saying.
Can you refresh my memory on Mac Jones? Did they release him?
Yes, Mac Jones is currently with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh my gosh. Wow, poor Mac Jones. I feel like he just never got a fair shot there.
He never got, and I don't dislike Mac Jones. I'm just saying I'm not a Mac Jones fan, but I will highly agree that he was not given a fair chance in New England. Yeah. He didn't have the best coaching. He didn't have the good weapons next to him to succeed. The defense was decent in New England. I'll give that to him, but that offense, you just had to pray that something would stick because they were not putting up a lot of points.
Exactly. Oh, isn't that kind of ironic that Labussa joins when we're talking about the Patriots? That's awesome. How you doing, man? Yeah, so I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I'm going to say that they're going to start Drake May. I don't think they need to start Brissett.
Yeah, but I think Mayo already came out and said that Brissett is going to start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he already said Brissett is going to start. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know
cool.
I guess right now it's just determining who's going to be the second quarterback on the depth chart. Who's going to be the third?
Oh, it'll be Brissett for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably
yes. happening.
Yeah. So probably Brissett. I don't know the way Milton performed last night. Maybe Brissett.
You got to keep
Milton May
roster. I think.
But it's like, dang, you spent like a top 5 draft pick on May. So it's like I know not every quarterback is going to hit, but. You really got to think about that. But obviously,
that's why you got to give him a shot, too. I feel like you got to throw him out there. And you draft him in the top 5. Let's see what he's about.
3 game minutes? That didn't make sense to me.
I mean, just a drive.
Bailey Zappi.
We'll see. They'll get a more extensive look at him, most likely, in the next game. But I think 3 minutes was equivalent to probably 1 drive. So that's not that bad. You just want to get him some looks. Nothing crazy. What happened in the Giants game? Nothing too big to talk about.
Hendon Hooker laid the boom on some guy.
Oh yeah,
scrambled out of the pocket for the Lions. I don't know if everybody saw that, but that was crazy.
Yeah,
as a quarterback, you knocking somebody out like that? Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did. Yeah, I don't think I watched that far in the highlights, but I saw that on Twitter somewhere.
That was insane.
Giants, no Daniel Jones, obviously, so nothing crazy. They came away with
the. You want to keep him off the field as much as possible.
Right. They had a nice little game. Their running back, what was his name, Eric Gray or something, did pretty well. He had like 8 touches for 98 yards and 2 scores. So that was pretty cool for that. Now, hopefully, we can get somebody a little breakout game like that from one of our running backs, maybe Ali or Owen Wright. But anyway, yeah, football's back, baby. It kicked off yesterday. And our boys kick off tonight, so appreciate you tuning in. So, yeah, anything else to add before we get up on out of here?
No, sir. I'm looking forward to tonight, looking to see who makes an impact offensively, defensively, special teams. That's going to be another thing too. Look at how the special
Oh,
teams is going
right.
to be with these new kick rules now. I saw it in action last night during the preseason action. It's very interesting. Seems like it's a lot of opportunities to take one back with these new kickoff
Yeah.
rules. So I'm really looking forward to see what our special teams is going to be like heading into the regular season with these new rules. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Looking to see who catches an eye, and
Mhm.
maybe those will give a little sneak peek of who might make the final roster. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I'm glad you brought that up. The new kickoff rules. Definitely get an extensive look tonight. So hopefully we'll be able to break that down more for you in the post game show that we will bring to you guys in the coming days. Hopefully very soon. But anyway, appreciate you guys joining us once again. So excited to be back doing these. I've missed doing these. I love doing these 2 times a week, the pregame and the postgame, break it down each matchup. And we're ready to do this all the way through, hopefully February. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, guys, thanks again for joining. If you're watching this on YouTube, as this will be posted very shortly, leave a like and a subscription if you enjoyed only. Comment down below. Ask us anything. We're happy to answer. We want to interact more with people. We're going to be way more consistent now that the season started. So next off season, we need to be more consistent too. So that's our job too, right? Right, Don? But
Very
anyway,
true.
yes. And feel free to DM or email or ask us any questions you may have. But anyway, we're going to get up on out of here. This is Don McGon Sports Talk. We're going to be signing off, and let's go Ravens. Enjoy the game tonight, everybody.